Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, myself Professor Uday Bukre. Now I am welcoming you on your own YouTube channel Ekeeda. If you are watching my video for first time, I request you to subscribe to our channel Ekeeda and also press bell icon for latest notifications. Friends, today we are going to discuss for CA Intercourse Accountancy subject topic profit prior to incorporation, question number 5, which is on your screen. Let's read the question. SAIL Limited was incorporated on 1st of August 2014 to take over the business of a partnership with effect from 1st of April 2014. So 1st April 14 से आगे 1st August तक April, May, June, July 4 months will be a pre-incorporation period. The following is the extract of profit and loss account for the year ended on 31st of March 15. So these three dates will help you out to find out your time ratio. In your P&L account, you can notice they have given you gross profit, which is obviously divided on which ratio? Sales ratio. Salaries will be allocated on time ratio. Rent will be allocated on time ratio. Commission on sale will be allocated on sales ratio. Depreciation on time basis. Interest on debenture will be taken to post. Directors fees will be taken to post. Advertisement will be taken on sales basis. And net profit will be your remaining figure. SAIL Limited initiated an advertisement campaign which resulted increase. Repeat. SAIL Limited initiated an advertisement campaign which resulted increase in monthly average sale by 25% in post-incorporation period. So in post-incorporation period, your sales have gone up by 25% per month. So that we will work out sales ratio with the help of this information. Gross profit ratio for post-incorporation period increased to 30% from 25%. Earlier it was 25%, now it is 30%. You are required to apportion the profit for the year between pre and post-incorporation period and also explain how pre-incorporation profit is treated in the account that we will show. Let's prepare a statement. Before I proceed with calculations and actual presentations, one basic working note, rather two basic working notes will be drawn for time ratio and sales ratio. So let's have that. In order to calculate time ratio, I need three dates. First date is takeover, next is incorporation, next is account closing. So three dates are required. So students, our time ratio comes to 1:2, considering takeover date, incorporation date, account closing date. Next, number 2, we need to find out sales ratio. Students, look at the question now. They are saying SAIL Limited initiated advertisement campaign. That means advertisement expenses are incurred by company. So one thing is certain, advertisement will not be taken to sales ratio, it will be taken directly to post, which resulted increase in the monthly average sale by 25% in post incorporation period, of course. Okay? So what we will do, we'll work out sales ratio with the help of this information. And one more thing which I have pointed out, that advertisement campaign is initiated by whom? SAIL Limited. So advertisement expenses will be taken directly to post. Okay. Let pre-incorporation monthly sale is equal to ₹1. They are saying sales increased by 25% monthly in post-incorporation period. So post incorporation monthly sale will be 1.25. So pre-incorporation, how many months are there? 4 months. So pre-incorporation sale, rupees 1 into 4 month, it is equal to rupees 4. Post incorporation sale will be rupees 1.25 into 8 month, rupees 10. Therefore sales ratio is equal to 4:10, that is nothing but 2:5. So I hope I am clear on my sales ratio. So sales ratio is also ready. One more thing you can notice in the question, gross profit ratio in post incorporation period increased to 30% from 25%. Earlier it was 25% on sale, and in post incorporation it is 30% on sale. It is very typical adjustment we have seen. Now what I can suggest you, in your first working note, is working note number 2 rather, we got the sales figure. Based on that I will work out my GP ratio for dividing the GP. So special way I will use now, otherwise I can use it in sales ratio, but the GP margin is different in 2 different periods. So accordingly I will work out. So I am calculating special ratio for division of GP is equal to 4 multiplied by 25%, that is rupees 1. So we can notice, considering this sale, rupees 4 and rupees 10 sale, what will be our GP? Rupees 1 and rupees 3. Therefore, ratio for GP division is equal to 1:3 special. Okay, so GP will be divided in this ratio. So let us come to the main presentation now. As per working note, it will be allocated in the ratio 1:3. Now sir, how to allocate expenses? It will be as per our general understanding. Salaries on time basis. Our time ratio is, as per working note, our time ratio is 1:2. So 1:2 में divide हो जाएगा. So will it be 40,000 and 80,000? After salary, next amount. Rent, trade, taxes. This also will be divided on time basis. Time ratio is 1:2. 26,667, and this is 53,333. Next is commission on sale. It will be allocated on sales ratio. Basis will be sales. Sales ratio is 2:5. So divide by 7 करना पड़ेगा. 2:5. So divide by 7 करोगे तो 3,000 मिलेगा. Multiply by 2, 6,000. Depreciation 25,000. It is allocated on time basis. Your time ratio is 1:2. So it is allocated in the ratio 1:2. After depreciation, there is an interest on debenture 32,000, which will be taken in post. Director fees will be taken in post. Advertisement, since because of that information number 1, it is initiated by sale limited, so it will be taken directly in post. So this also will be taken in post, 36,000. In this way we have allocated our expenses. Now I need to take a total of the expenses. So your pre-incorporation profit is 69,000, post-incorporation profit is 2,05,000. Question also asked you how pre-incorporation profit is to be treated in the accounts. Pre-incorporation profit, which is 69,000, will be treated in the account as a capital reserve. Right? So I am writing a note for that. Pre-incorporation profit rupees 69,000 will be shown as capital reserve in balance sheet. Right, so it is taken as a capital reserve in the balance sheet. If already goodwill exists, then it will be adjusted for the goodwill. So if goodwill exists, then to that extent it will be used to write off the goodwill. So how capital reserve will be used? It will be shown either as a capital reserve, and if there is an existing goodwill in the balance sheet, it can be used to write off that goodwill to the extent possible. Okay, this simple question comes to an end in exam. What will be a weightage of this? This will be approximately 7 or 8 marks in your exam. So very easy question, but important thing is advertisement. How you did that and how you calculated the ratio, special ratio for allocation of gross profit. That is how we have done our profit prior to incorporation question number 5. It comes to an end. If you have any doubt, please put in the comment box. And before I wind up the lecture, I request you to subscribe to our channel Ekeeda and also press bell icon. Please keep watching the video and also share it with your friends. Thank you. God bless you all.